slowly destroying her legacy, which in all honesty belonged to Clive Davis as he owned her rights. People believe Clive had Whitney removed from the picture as she was destroying everything she had built. He might have realized she was more profitable dead than alive. There are some stories that claim Whitney didn't accidentally drown but was made to. And according to a private investigator who looked into the situation, that's exactly what happened. This PI claims there's evidence suggesting Whitney was taken out. He believes that several drug dealers went to Whitney's room before she died, as they were sent by their boss to collect money from Whitney. Investigator Paul Hubel claims that he has proof Whitney was killed and has even turned it into the FBI. Paul claimed he was told by his sources at the hotel that footage existed depicting two men entering Whitney's room at around 2:45 p.m. on the day she died. He believes they were the ones who put Whitney in the bath. He claims that the evidence for the alleged struggle lied in the coroner's report. The coroner, for instance, noted that a large area of skin on Houston's lower back was burnt off, so-called skin slippage by the hot bath water. The water was so hot that 6 hours after she died, it was still 93 degrees. He claimed that even if she was on substances, she wouldn't willingly get into a bath that hot. He believes she obviously had help. Paul also claimed that Houston had injuries on her forearms and hands that are consistent with her having a pretty nasty struggle and with classic defense wounds. This PI, who was a former police officer, believes Whitney was taken out, and I agree with him. Now, considering that Clive Davis was previously connected to the mob and drug traffickers, I believe it wouldn't be far-fetched if those dealers this PI is talking about were sent by Clive Davis to get rid of her. Considering what Clive Davis did after Whitney died, it all seems even more believable. It has been largely reported by many people that Clive Davis allegedly gave orders to keep Whitney's body inside of the room so that he could proceed to do his pre-Grammy party. With it being reported that Clive Davis hosted the pre-Grammy party and was partying downstairs in the same hotel that Whitney's body was laying in. Instead of ending the party and showing that he actually cared about Whitney's death, he continued the party and had a blast celebrating with the entire music industry. That is not the actions of someone who is grieving the loss of someone close to them. Instead, it shows us a man who was celebrating what he likely wanted. Isn't it quite interesting that Clive was accused of giving substances to his artists? Then, one of his biggest artists just so happens to develop a horrible addiction problem. While there isn't 100% proof Clive was behind her death, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Just like Diddy was likely behind Kim Porter's death, and it hasn't been proven yet either. As you can see, Clive Davis was the monster who made Diddy. He was the one who showed them the industry ways. But even calling Clive Davis the start of the problem would be wrong, as Clive was just doing what he was taught, and that person that taught Clive was only doing what they were taught by someone higher up. The point is, this isn't just actions of a few. It is how the music industry as a whole operates. This